going to mute myself like so, and it's all sounding good. And I believe I am live on various different platforms. It looks like I'm live on the YouTube and on the Twitter and on the Facebooks. All live, all good to go. Ready, steady. Hello everybody. Welcome to Grax's stream. Welcome to an episode of What's Going On Grax. My name is Grax Bishop, and today I come to you in a new location. Now, for some of those who might have been watching me on on the Tuesday, I did a very secret stream. Well, it wasn't very secret. I publicly sent out the links because I'm testing out something new and something different. I'm testing out this thing where I'm streaming through Restream.io. So I'm streaming on Facebook and Twitter and Twitch and YouTube all at the same time. And I think about the setup right. And also, you may have noticed that I've got this lovely lime green background with me, which means it should hopefully open up a whole world of possibilities when it comes to the green screen effect. I haven't worked that part out yet, but I'm just quite happy to be on the stream right now. How are you all doing? Hi PDT, welcome to join my stream. Thank you very much for joining my stream. Are you doing well? And I look forward to seeing your reply on that screen over there. Am I sounding okay? Am I coming through loud and clear? Am I looking everywhere except the camera? This is one of these various questions I need to talk about. And we'll just give a couple more minutes just to see if other people are actually joining the stream right now. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excited, and I'm getting back into the stream. Hey, Tom Mayhew, hello. Yes, yes, Pete, you're right. I can see all the chat from. It looks like I can see it from all four platforms right now. Yes, you're right, Tom. I do need a new song, which is something that's been on my to-do list for many long months ago. But yes, I can see the chat coming from Twitch. I can see the chat coming from Facebook. I can see the chat coming from Twitch, YouTube, and on Twitter. I haven't worked it out yet in the sense of getting it up and running on this chat box right here. So you can only see chat through Twitch. But let's give myself a line just to see if I can see that. Doesn't look like it. Aha! PDT says suck it on YouTube. Thank you very much. Thank you for saying that. I really do suck it. I'll just do a quick one here and just do one last little test. I could just scream out to the top of my lungs, burp in my anus! Yeah, it's very, very echoey in here because I haven't quite sorted out. Anyway, I should stop rippling and ruffling on and actually get on to what's been going on with my life. So in this particular stream, for those who don't know, I talk about what's going on in my life. Shush, Grax, nobody wants to listen to you. So yeah, what I do is this is like this sort of monthly series where I talk about all my projects, what's been going on in my life, and I also have like a Q&A session. It's not like a Q&A session, it is a Q&A session. Over and over 88, how you doing? Doing well, thank you for joining me in my stream. It's very kind of you to join me. So, with that being said, why don't we talk about what's been going on in my life? I think enough people who's joined, everybody who's going to be joining me and watching me is here now, so let's get started. So the first thing that comes up to my list is, as you know, I've moved into my new flat. This is it. This is my flat. The whole moving process went pretty smooth, and I'll tell you a bit more of that. But the fact is, I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy with this place. It's in a okay-ish location, but the size of the rooms are very nice. It's nice 2-bedroom flats in a council flat, council block, other council places, except this one was private, which I now own. And this gives me a whole range of possibilities. For one, I own a place again. Two, I've got this room all to myself, which is much bigger than my previous place, which means that I will be able to start producing more and more quality content, once I've actually figured things out. And V's, look, you're going to get your key at some point, but just not today. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, it was really nice. I moved in. My girlfriend, she helped me move in, which was really nice of her. And she helped with keeping an eye on the van because I ended up hiring a small removal company to move all my stuff from my old flat to this place. And it was so smooth and easy. It was 95% 95% smooth and easy. The last 5% was related to the sofa and the fridge freezer. The sofa was nicely donated by my mum, and it was a nice big sofa. It was too big. It was too big to actually properly fit through the door. Now, we were on the clock, so we had to try and think of how do we get it through the door. And one of the ideas was, well, just take off all the feet. And so we took off all the feet. We unscrewed 3 of the 4 feet. And the 4th foot was really stuck in. And so my girlfriend was like, oh, just get a claw hammer and rip it open. She's like, okay, fine. So we got a claw hammer, ripped it open. And we managed to squeeze the sofa in. And it's sitting quite nicely in my living room, which is very, very nice. And as for the fridge freezer, well, it doesn't actually fit into the slot because it's just a little bit too big. So it's now just sitting in like the landing area of the flat, which is fine. It works. It's on. It's nice to have a big fridge freezer again. But yeah, all in all, I'm very happy moving in. I'm feeling much more like I'm at home again. And I feel like I can move on with the next part of my life in terms of progressing things the way I want them to, my life goals and everything. And ultimately, I want to say thank you to my mum, because she helped me out tremendously by lending me the money to help build up my deposit, be able to put this place, for me to actually buy this place. Without mum, I wouldn't be able to have such a fortunate place. So thank you very much, mum. I love you. I love you very much. She doesn't watch these, it's fine. That's a very interesting point. Maybe I should actually try and share this out to various people. So if you happen to be on the chat right now, thank you very much for joining me in the chat, but feel free to share the stream out to different people. The more people I have in the stream, the more I can interact with you guys. The reason why it doesn't fit, over and over here, he says, the reason why the fridge freezer doesn't fit is because I didn't measure it. That's right. I didn't measure it. I just looked at the hole that was there and I thought, yeah, my fridge freezer is going to fit in there. Absolutely fine. No problem. It's... So I actually got to the end of the day. We were trying to squeeze it in. The removal men had long gone. And we went along with the fridge freezer and went, done. Done. It's like 2 or 3 centimeters too big. And we can't shift anything else because it's all integrated kitchen. So you can't just shift the things a little bit to the left. So that means that at some point I'll be getting a smaller fridge freezer and removing the old one. That's interesting. I don't know why I can't actually see that. Anyway, so yeah. Otherwise, we've still got a fridge freezer, and I've just been gradually buying furniture, like IKEA furniture, which is very nice and easy to assemble, which is why I like IKEA. And yet I still managed to screw that up with the bedside table, but that's a different story. I didn't look at the instructions. That's what it boils down to. But yeah, that's me moving into my flat, and I moved it in to my flat on the weekend of my birthday, which is a very nice, memorable... I suppose our relationship is solid. Yes, V, it is absolutely solid. Solid as a rock. And I think there's a song in there somewhere. But yeah, I moved into the flat on my birthday, so my weekend for my birthday was spent shifting everything and getting everything how I wanted to be, which for me was nice. And my girlfriend V, she was very nice to me, and she gave me some very, very nice surprises, especially in the evening, which was very nice of her. But there was also some very nice gifts from various people. Thank you everyone who wished me a happy birthday and gave me gifts. Including Andy and Miko and my girlfriend, who gave me really nice gifts, which I will be definitely using in the future. And everybody else wishing me birthday messages, thank you so much. I do appreciate it, and I have read every single one of them. I'm sorry I didn't quite reply as quickly as I could have done because I was busy sorting everything out. But moving forward, it's great. Anything else? So yeah, this is my new office. Green screen automatically built into this place. Hang on, where's my arm? There's it. Because this used to be a children's bedroom, a child's bedroom. So if I can show you. Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. What do you think I should do? Would you be interested in me doing a a tour of the office and my setup, a tour of my flat. Not as a stream, because it's kind of hard to get. I don't have a mobile streaming setup, but as a vlog, as a video, my YouTube video channel at some point in the future, would you guys be interested in that? Leave a comment in the chat or in the comments down below when I upload this video onto YouTube later on. I would be interested. If I get enough interest, people interested to say yes or no, then I will give people a bit of a tour. I've asked this question before, but how does the sound quality sound in this place? Does it sound echoey? Does it sound crisp? I'm very aware and conscious of how echoey my room is right now, because I want to try and reduce that as much as possible, because I want to do some voice work in here. So one of the ideas I've been doing is, if I could just take this off. So I have my original amount of these foam pads, which includes this one right here, as a really cheap, nasty way of trying to absorb sound. But I'm going to try and invest in some more to try and absorb as much echo as possible. I mean, really, I should be properly buying decent audio, what's it called? Sound absorbing pads. I forget the names, but they cost money and are cheap. But anyway, so that's that. The next thing worth talking about is related to my wrist. And last time I was talking on this vlog, I'm all naked and dusting it. Well, there's no need to tempt me, my dear, because I'm busy doing a stream talking to my fans. But don't worry, I'll get to you later on. My millions and millions of fans. Yes. Exactly it. Let's see. My phone is buggered. But enough about my phone. Back to my wrist. This is the most important thing. So the last episode of What's Going On Grax, I mentioned that I might have potentially broken my bone. And I went to the doctors for a CAT scan, a CT scan, to try and get some more information. And yes, they did confirm that I have a broken bone here, well, a fractured bone on this part of my wrist, which has been there for a good couple of decades, probably most of my life, to be honest, and it's just kind of healed over time, which means that I can't quite tip it that way. PDT says, I'm on record that I'm not a fan, I'm a friend, I like you as a person, but I have no respect for your creativity. Fine. Consider it on the records. I don't know what to say about that. Wow. Heart. Right, so the bone is right there, and they were saying, oh, if it really hurts, if it's really restricting you, then we could do some surgery to try and reattach the ligament, blah, blah, blah. And I said, no, it's fine, it doesn't actually hurt. But it's like this point here, it's like, it still hurts, and they didn't understand what's going on. So now I've been referred and scheduled for an MRI scan, which hopefully... that's scheduled for the 3rd week of July. So at that point, we might get a better picture to see what's going on here and is there's anything they could do about it. I'm going to put it down on record right now. There's probably nothing that they can do about it. And I'm just going to have to deal with it, the pain by myself, and just manage it, which is crap because I really miss doing weights. I really do miss doing weights. Because I'm just getting fat and lazy. Even though I'm further away from my office and I have to walk further on a day-to-day basis, I miss lifting heavy things, man. I really do miss it. But next month I'll give you the results of the MRI scan, hopefully, and then at least that way they can come up with some kind of a plan to figure out what to do next in terms of fixing it. I mean, this is probably the first, even though I've fractured this bone and this is a new injury for me, and I've got virtually no experience in this kind of stuff, and I don't know what the best thing to do is for speeding up the recovery, getting things back to normal on my wrist. Does anybody in the chat know how I can get my life back to normal with this wrist things? Anything. I would love to hear any advice. Stretching exercises, injections of steroids, even Far East medicines made by the crushing of the fins of sharks or anything. I will be open to suggestions. Feel free to leave a comment down below and that kind of stuff. So that's an update on that. What else has been going on the past month? Lift me up every day. I mean, I could do that. I mean, I could make an easy joke of saying, well, you'll be... I can't. No, I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to attempt to try and be funny with the idea of referring to my girlfriend as being heavy and all that kind of stuff, because it's never going to work. I'm not that comedic trained. I'm not very well trained in the world of comedy, and I'll just fluff it up. So I'm just not even going to bother. I see. Wait, hang on. Far East? That's the thing that you got caught up on me saying Far East? Maybe. Yeah, oh well. Anyway, so I have been doing some other stuff. Not just like moving into my flat. I have produced some more videos. For example, I released a review video of this long condenser microphone, the super unidirectional condenser microphone, the generic super unidirectional condenser microphone, just to test it out. It's a product I've had for years, and I never got around to actually testing it properly, and it's about as good as you expect it to be for about 15 quid. So, not that great at all. I mean, certainly nothing like this Blue Yeti microphone or even the Blue Snowball microphone. So it's a good thing I didn't spend any money on it. But if you wanted to check that out video, go back to my YouTube channel. I also been playing some Bloodborne. For the last 2 streams, I was... Grax made quick tip. The reason you shouldn't have made jokes about girlfriend being heavy is because you lack the creative qualification. As if it is, there's definitely no reason you should give. Fair enough. I'll take that on board as well. Yeah. That's why I didn't even bother attempting the joke. The other thing I've been doing is playing Bloodborne. I've spent the last 2 streams playing some Bloodborne, and it's an okay game. It's a fine game. Oh, hang on, wait. Sorry to interrupt, but there's a really, really good script on the screen here. Thanks, PDT, you're amazing. I won't make jokes about you being heavy because I love you and you're beautiful the way you are. Hang on, wait. That's okay. I've got it now. I just got to get the emotions. Okay, just going to practice line face. Let me face. Ooh, ooh, What was the line again? Darling, I won't make jokes about you being heavy because I love you and you're beautiful just the way you are. Why need? Nailed it! Yes! Right. So, let's see. What can I say? I've watched enough of Grax. I don't give their relation as long so I can see the gap. Oh man. When you're right, you're right. So, Bloodborne. Back to the subject at hand. Bloodborne. Yes, it's a good game. It's a fine game, but I don't think it's an entertaining game for me to stream personally because I'm not good at the game, and I just keep going over the same bits over and over again. I'm not progressing at all, and I don't think that's fun to watch. I think for a game like Bloodborne, you need to watch somebody who is either very, very entertaining and makes very small progress, or somebody who's actually really, really good at the game and can play and they know every part of it like the back of their hands, and I'm neither of those things. So I'm going to put that game to bed, as it were, and I'm not going to play it for a while. I mean, I'll play it on my own. I'll play it with my own spare time, but I don't think it's worth me streaming. So the question is, what's the next game I'm going to stream? Well, Miko got me the game Until Dawn. I posted it on my Instagram account. And that's good. That's a good, solid game for streaming. It's got multiple endings, and I've watched one playthrough of it, so I got a rough idea how it goes. But I'm going to play in a particular style. So this Sunday coming, I will be streaming Until Dawn, a full LP from beginning to end, and we'll see how bad of a choice I can make with a bunch of 30-something-year-old people pretending to be teenagers, or late 20-something-year-old. Pretending to be teenagers, something like that. So in the future, so that's doing that. But the one thing I'm most excited about being in this new place, well, one thing I'll be excited about this place is I'm going to be experimenting with a couple of narratings of creepypastas. It's one of these goals that I actually want to do, and now I'm in a good position to do that. I'm going to do it. So I'm going to find a couple of short stories which I can read out and memorize, and then I'll record myself actually performing these stories and then see what I could actually do with it. Oh yeah, okay. There you go. All that joke. Very, very funny. The game is called Until Dawn, Pete. I will not be streaming on Sunday until dawn. The game is called Until Dawn. Well done. I mean, this material you got going on here is great because, especially when you're going up to Edinburgh for an entire month, PDT, and I hope you can take this material, go onto the stage, and be the stand-up comedian we all know you really are. But that's pretty cool. I will be very, very interested in hearing some of the stories you're coming out when you're up there in Edinburgh. And Tom's up there as well. He's actually performing, I believe. He's got a show up and running. So I won't be streaming until dawn. No, it's just be the usual couple of hours. Cool. I'm glad you'll be looking forward to that stream. Where was I? Yes, creepypasta narration. So I'm going to do a couple of recordings just to see if the idea actually works. I'm not going to do an entire series just yet because I need to develop it. But I am streaming the game Until Dawn this Sunday, probably around about 8 o'clock for a couple of hours. That is the game I'll be streaming this Sunday coming. That is the game. Okay, that's what I will be streaming. The game Until Dawn. I'm not streaming until the sun rises. I'm streaming the game called Until Dawn. The game is called Until Dawn, all right? It's on my Instagram, instagram.com/GraxBishop. I showed you a picture of the box and a thank you from me to Miko as a present. The game is called Until Dawn, and that's what I will be doing, all right? That is the game. I hope that's as clear as a crystal. But yeah, that's the idea. Try recording creepypasta, see what it's like and all that kind of stuff, and see if it works and tweak it. But I'm really excited and looking forward to that idea, and so watch this space. No, I will not be streaming Super Seducer from 8 p.m. until dawn. Wait, hang on. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically, I think I could. If I get Super Seducer 2, well, Super Seducer 1, really, I think I could actually stream until from 8 p.m. until dawn. But I'm not going to. Did you hear about that thing where what was it? The ending of Super Seducer, Richard, the guy, he says that complete all the levels, get 100%, and there's a special thing at the end. I want you to film it and put it onto YouTube for me to see, and then we'll give you a special prize of some kind. That was a really badly thought out plan because anyone could just go onto YouTube or something and just play the ending video, and then play them in front of a screen going, "Look, Richard, I completed the game. Here's the camera. I completed the game. Give me some prize." And it's like he didn't think that through at all. So I don't think he actually followed through with that plan. I can hear him from the bedroom with 2 doors shut, poor new neighbours. Oh, it's fine. The thing about these council places that these are thick walls. And the second thing is that there's like a gap between this flat and the neighbours over there. So in theory, they shouldn't be able to hear me. People downstairs, however, I have no idea. But frankly, it doesn't really matter in some sense because if I make a big of a ruckus, they could always come upstairs and knock at my door and say, "Could you keep it down?" And I'll be happy to oblige. And besides, I'm on the top floor. Oh, there's a certain sense of power being on the top floor, right? Don't give me any more creepy money, Give that creep any more money. No, I'm not going to. I mean, I've learned my lesson. And it was a fun little experiment, and it was good for me to try out Super Seducer so that you don't have to. Actually, let me just check my Facebook to see if anybody's talking to me on Facebook. Is anybody talking to me on Facebook? I don't know if anyone's talking to me on Facebook, man. I mean, probably nobody's talking to me on Facebook. It all seems to be on Twitch. And I love you all for joining me on Twitch. But yeah, this setup is pretty... Hang on. Where is it? There we go. Shit on my ass. All these comments, including one Torthina Lucy Maya and Sibo. Wait, why didn't it come up on here? All right, Gail, I'm so sorry I've been ignoring you because I thought that it wouldn't matter. And Andy's here as well. What the hell is going on? Hang on. Let me just say hello. Oh man, you know what? So if I say hello on this, it comes up on that. That doesn't make sense. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly... I'm just going to quickly go through all this chat, just make sure I haven't missed one. Okay, so Lucy says, what's painful? Where were you living? Who's fat and lazy? I mean, I'm fat and lazy, for one thing. I've only just turned on Bubba. And he says, what is going and he's got questions. I'm not literally mental. It's just that PDT knows how to push my buttons. Cool. And Super says, how do I get in the chat box? Also, Mr. Pope was talking to me about another murder mystery, perhaps a Grax video on how to put on a murder mystery. Also, make good characters could be a fun vlog. Yes, this is all good comments. So now I'm just going to keep my phone here. And when I say here, I actually mean down here. And I'm just going to keep an eye on it periodically because I need to talk to Alan from Half-Assed Heroes fame, because he's got lots of more experience of Restream.io, and maybe he can help me figure out how to get the chat all properly synchronizing, because I wasn't expecting this at all. I'm very, very sorry for all the people in Facebook. So anyway, back to the screen. This is shit. Grax is spinning too many plates. I'll tell you how to push his buttons later. I'm being the French. Oh, I'm being the French maid dust in the bedroom when he's streaming romance dies. I mean, she's not wrong.